What's up, my PT peeps and my Walking Dead family? One Eyebrow back to talk about Fear the Walking Dead, a discussion. Am I wrong about Fear, how I feel about the show? Is it actually good? Spoiler warning, obviously, because we're going to talk about Season 1 to Season 3, and if you haven't seen the show, stop watching now or you don't want to know, or any of that stuff. General spoiler warning, because we're going to talk about the series from beginning to where they're at now in Season 3. So here we go, guys. So overall, I think Fear the Walking Dead is very disappointing. Now, I don't know how you feel about it, but I'm interested to know how you feel about it. I like Nick, I like Daniel, I like Alicia, and that's kind of about it. But it starts off with Nick, and then we have Madison and Travis. And Madison, not that great of a leading character in my eyes. Nick, he's an okay secondary character, but they're trying to make him a lead character. Travis, I would say, was a weak character at the beginning, and then became a strong character, and they killed him off. There's no rewarding parts of Fear the Walking Dead so far. The idea is okay. You could have picked any type of cast and storyline, but you picked a dysfunctional family for us to follow. Madison is like blah. Alicia is okay. Nick is okay. Travis I started to like, and then they killed him off. Chris, Travis's son, you didn't really like him for a long time. He went crazy, and then you started to like him a little bit, and then he died. Chris's mom, dead. Ophelia, now dead. You know, Daniel, wackadoo, but pretty cool character overall. And there's just not enough good characters. I like the idea of getting on a boat, but then it just was kind of people on a boat. And in a lot of stories, that's the way it ends. But the Walking Dead universe has to constantly keep having problems. Maybe we saw the birth of the Whisperers, or how people could camouflage themselves among the walkers. Land wasn't really an option for a while. There was nowhere that was safe. So they got on a boat, a $1 million, multi-million-dollar yacht, which was pretty sweet. But then they were like, what are we going to do? We don't have food. We don't have this. And then Strand was trying to come up with an idea of what to do and how to get these people off, because he had to get to Mexico. And it was just okay, but the story was like not fulfilling and not satisfying. And I understand maybe it's early in the series, but this is season 2. So you should have been developing more and more and more and more, but they really weren't. And like I said, I like the idea of the boat idea, because people would say, just get on a boat and you'll be safe from the zombies. Well, there's floaters, there's bobbers, there's pirates, there's people coming to steal your stuff no matter what. And if you got $1 million yacht, people are going to take it, because in this world of The Walking Dead, people want what you got, whether it's in The Walking Dead or Fear the Walking Dead. They took a couple things from the Walking Dead comic with the bag switch that bites them, and the Holly death. Nice little touch there. But I didn't know who to root for. Are you rooting for Madison? Are you rooting for Nick? Are you rooting for Travis? Are you rooting for Daniel? You're not rooting for the walkers. There weren't really too many villains out there. They would be minor villains. I like Daniel, like I said, but really one character can't keep your interest in a show of all these different storylines and characters going around. They got to the plantation, they got to the land in Mexico, the farm, or whatever you want to call it, with Strand's boyfriend, and it just really was okay. And then they went up in fire, went up in flames. Daniel set it on fire because he went insane, and they left. And then, to me, after they left, and when Nick met Luciana and Luciana's people, that's when the show got better to me. So there is some saving grace in there, and the show did get better. It wasn't constantly terrible or constantly bad. It improved, which the show and the writing should have. Then it was getting good, and I liked the idea of Luciana's group in that too. I liked the idea of the hotel. I liked the idea that they were going to be there for that, but the story was just kind of all over the place. Ophelia just leaves. They kill Chris in a way that is kind of believable, kind of crazy. Like, he can't drive. Basically, you meet these guys. Chris is like, we got to join these guys. These are the right people, man. We got to do this. Then Chris crashes, and the two guys go back to the hotel, and Chris is dead. Accordingly, we saw how he died, and it's just a mess. It's just the storyline. There's not enough development with the right kind of development and the right paths that they're going. It's kind of jumbled all over the place in my eyes. Madison is just don't really like the character. They do some weird things on the show. Like, it's kind of comical, where they're like, okay, follow me, listen to this music, zombies. You're like, they're just gonna smell you and want to eat your flesh. They don't need beats to have you walk away and follow them. The drug addiction thing with Nick, I like it, but I don't like it at the same time. I like the idea that people are who they are. They're damaged people living in the zombie apocalypse, and if you're damaged before the zombie apocalypse, you're probably going to survive, just like Nick is, and he's actually doing pretty well. Then we get to season 3, and we meet Troy and the Autos. And it got pretty good. I was excited for season 3, especially at the start of it. Troy was weird. He was a psycho. Then you meet Jake. You meet the good brother, the bad brother. What are they doing here? Experimenting on people. They're doing a lot of this. And then they're like, oh, well, the base got overrun and they got to leave. Travis goes insane, kills all those walkers in a fit of rampage, and it was pretty awesome. You're like, man, Travis is a beast, man. I like this guy. He's going to be awesome. Burnt, dead. They kill him in a terrible way in a helicopter. You don't really tell, was he shot, was he bit, you just don't know. You're like, really? And Travis's death was pretty dumb in my eyes. Then they go to the ranch. Luciana's just like, I got to get out of this ranch. Gone. Don't see her ever again. We don't know what happens with her. Maybe season 4, I guess, or maybe the end of season 3, because we might see it. The ranch idea was cool. I like it. I like the Autos. I like what they bring to the show, and I feel like we should have been following them from the beginning and not Madison and the Clarks. I like the idea that they had this place built up before the zombie apocalypse even started. They had the divide between the Autos and the Native Americans, and I kind of like that a little bit. I liked Walker, the idea of him being a villain but not a villain. The idea with Ophelia being there with him was kind of far-fetched, but it was a cool connection. She came back around. It is, as you always know, if you don't see the person die or the body die, they're still going to be alive for that. So season 3 was good. Then the second half of season 3, which we're in right now, has been boring, back to the same stuff. I like Jake, but he was weak. He ends up dying, of course. They killed the wrong brother in my eyes. They're killing the wrong people at the wrong time with the wrong deaths. And I just don't like Troy being alive. It doesn't make sense, especially when he put his hand on the knife and wasn't bleeding. It was just blah. Then you have the whole drug addiction thing again. Nick's getting high and doing this and up and there. And so we'll see how it ends this weekend in the season 3 finale. Ophelia's death wasn't even sad. I didn't even care that she died. I feel bad for Daniel, but again, I don't feel for these characters. They can come and go, and I don't really feel anything like the other shows where you feel bad for these people. And I guess it's the writing or what, but I just don't feel for these characters. I don't really care for them. I like Alicia meeting Diana, or Diane, I think it's Diana. We didn't really get her name. I saw it online, but I like that new character. She's been on the show 1 episode, and I already like the idea of this new character, so hopefully it develops into something. And again, I'm rooting for the show, as I want it to be good and be entertained and have the shows connect and cross over and it makes sense and be good however it's done, because I love The Walking Dead to be on the TV from October into, you know, April on TV, and then Fear the Walking Dead over the summer. And I would love to have good Walking Dead content year round. How about you guys? So post your comments below, guys, what you think of Fear the Walking Dead. Am I wrong? Am my opinions way off? Do you agree, disagree? Just be nice about it. Don't be cursing at me and say mean, over the top stuff. You can disagree, and I don't mind that. I actually like that, as this is a discussion video. So thanks, guys, for watching. Check out my book series, Fight For Us, on Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, Kindle versions now. Books 1, 2, and 3 available as we speak. Book 4 I'm finishing up right now as we make this video and move along. If you can, guys, check out the book series, and also check out the Walking Dead news series. The PT channel is this channel right here, and I thank you for watching. But the Walking Dead news channel is my new channel on YouTube, Instagram, at the PT channel on Instagram and Twitter. We post stuff there all the time. And if you're on Facebook, we got a Walking Dead community page and a group, as we post stuff there as well and have good communication and discussions, videos, and topics there. And if you can, guys, hit that subscribe button to this channel and the Walking Dead news to help us achieve our goal of 100,000 subscribers. You guys are awesome, and thank you for watching.